Hi everyone, the Spiderman here. Well, I thought I'd do an update on my only centipede in my collection. So as it says there, down the bottom, this is my Scolopendra Gigantea white leg enclosure. And it's just a hexagon fish tank that I bought a few years ago now. Only cost me £10. I did have a stand, but unfortunately I left it in the garden and it got slightly wet. Due to all the rain. So I'm going to do an update on this centipede. I haven't done one for a while. The last time I did a video on this centipede was on the 23rd of May when it ate that giant hissing cockroach. And I've only seen it a couple of times since then, but I've just quickly checked the enclosure and the centipede is under the cork bark right now. So I'm going to take the enclosure off the shelf and let's give the centipede a feed. So I'm going to be using my 2-foot tongs here. It's one invert you don't really want to get bit by. And there it is. My only centipede in my collection that you haven't seen for a while, guys. So I have a large male dubia roach in this tub here. I just grabbed it by the wings. So let's put the roach in. And let's give him or her a feed. Here goes, everyone. It's going absolute nuts for its food. Definitely must be hungry now. It's been around about 7 weeks since the centipede ate that large hissing cockroach. Let's just, I don't think it can find it. Oh, I think the cockroach is staying really still. Let's just try and push the roach towards the centipede. I don't really want the centipede to burrow down. Oh, it's on the move again. Beautiful centipede. Probably around about the 8 to 9 inch in length. Let's just get this roach and give it a tongue feed. Here goes. There we go. It was having a little bit of trouble trying to find its meal, but yeah, it's definitely hungry, especially after 7 weeks. The only problem with this enclosure is it does give a lot of condensation because of the heat cables at the back, and it's a lot cooler at the front. So while that centipede's eating its meal, let's just clean the front of the enclosure. So I've just got some tissue. Just going to clean all the condensation out the way. Can be a little bit annoying because you can't really see the centipede. Just got to be a little bit careful that the centipede don't decide to go after my hand. They usually don't. Once they grab their meal, they're more fixated on their food. So yeah, that's taken control of its meal already. Nowhere near as big as that giant hissing cockroach that I gave it about 7 weeks ago now. And the picture's not looking too good today. It's looking very misty. Let's just open up the blinds, get a bit of daylight in. There we go. That's a bit better. A bit more of a clear picture. So I'll leave this centipede to start eating its meal, and I'll get back to you guys very shortly. So I've left it for about 5 minutes. And you can see that antennae there, look. that's when it... whoa. That scared me then, everyone. I think it was me actually breathing. I think it scared the centipede. And as you can see, it's walking around its enclosure, but it won't let go of its meal. Let's have quick reflexes then, guys. But as you can see with this kind of enclosure, it's very, very high. So you need something that's very high so it can't escape. See? And it can't get that high. So it's the only invert that I am really, really scared of it getting out. But I've had it now for probably definitely over 12 months, and it's never ever got out. It can nearly get to the top. So that just indicates it has actually got bigger. Absolutely huge, but it's still perfectly fine in this enclosure. It's got plenty of room to walk around, and it's got plenty of substrate for it to dig down as well. I might put some sphagnum moss in here. Yeah, so it's having a good search around here. I've got my tongs ready just in case it does decide to try and get out. But yeah, that was a bit of a fright there, everyone. But you have to be prepared for these kind of things. And I have kept a few centipedes in the past before I had this one. So this was a massive step up to the ones I've had in the past. I had a Scolopendra Gigantea that escaped about 3 years ago, and I have actually learnt from that to have a tall enclosure. So it will hopefully settle down very soon. As I said earlier, I think I just scared it with me breathing. But yeah, it hasn't let go of its meal, and it's gone to the back of the enclosure, which is good, because there's no condensation there. So I'm recording at the back of the enclosure, and you can see them massive mandibles just there. Look, them black mandibles, very, very powerful. And it looks like it's starting to eat the head of the roach. Focus, thank you. It's nice to see eating. And when I mentioned that antennae that was broke, there it is just there. Please focus. Yeah, yeah, you can see it still works perfectly fine, but it's broken just here. But it looks like it's sort of repaired itself over time. So it's munching into that roach very, very nicely. So I'll leave it to enjoy its meal. I'll put the piece of cork bark back in, and some sphagnum moss as well. So I found the sphagnum moss, everyone, just there. Let's just get that piece of cork bark with my 2-foot tongs. Slowly put that back in, and I'll probably I'll put the sphagnum moss at the back here. That's where it generates all the heat. Or I could put it at the front. I'm just keeping an eye on that centipede. I'll just throw it down there and just move it around with the tongs. Let's just get some more. Put that bin. So I'm just waiting for this centipede to calm down. It's going absolute nuts again. Yeah, so that looks perfectly fine. I think I'll put the lid on. I don't really want it to get out. That won't be too pleasant. So I'll leave the centipede to calm down a little bit, and I'll fill up the water dish a little bit later. And thanks for watching, everyone.